Shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you were interested in picking up a channel membership for as little as $1.99 a month, head over to my channel profile and hit the join button to view all of the available perks. Thanks!
Well, hello there everybody and welcome back to the channel today for an all new video. This one's interesting to say the least, as we have some form of official hint, you could say, towards Nadkhans. And I know, before we even get any further into this, the topic of Nadkhans and his return has been such an overused topic in the community, and it feels as though so many videos have been made about this on YouTube time and time again for years at this point pretty much, as the Teapot of Tyran has made separate appearances in, I believe, every single Wildbrain installment actually, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yes, I just need to get that out of the way first. I know this is an overused topic, however, dare I say that this one is going to be a little more different and potentially more exciting following recent events? Well, let's just get straight into it. Now, before we discuss the more official part, we first need to talk about the TTV channel, which some of you guys may be familiar with. They cover a lot of Ninjago, I know that. I'm personally not too familiar with them, but I think they do make pretty good content. But essentially, this is coming from Twitter, and they say, a send-off 12 years in the making. Join the TTV channel with Ninja Whip from Masters of Brujitsu and Bricks by Mind, as Tommy Andreasen answers his Twitter questions and gives his final insights about Ninjago, and then they just share the time and date. So you can obviously pause and read that if you want to, as I know a lot of us will be tuning in to watch that. I know I definitely will be. And so this is where the more official part of this all comes into play, as Tommy Andreasen himself replied to this by saying, "Time to let the gin out of the teapot. See you on Sunday," which is, obviously, I don't even think I need to explain this, a very obvious hint towards Nadkhans. It's got that whole Teapot of Tyran theme, which is very interesting. And I think we've got a few options here, and I'm just going to go over these now and just kind of have a discussion about this. I think that it's either some kind of just random funny quote type thing that he's decided to say here, which on its own, it does kind of just about make sense, right? It could just be a funny phrase he's come up with to fit the Nadkhans theme, and he's kind of just trolling the Ninjago community with it. Or the other option is that this is actually a hint towards, I don't know, something happening with 2023 and Nadkhans' return. And I think we have even more evidence to back this up, as the book that's coming out next year did definitely allude towards the fact that maybe Nadkhans would be popping up in that book, so I mean, who really knows? It's also worth keeping in mind that Tommy Andreasen won't be around for 2023 Ninjago, so I don't know if it'd make the most sense for him specifically to be hinting at something like this, although to be honest, I'm going to assume he has some form of knowledge on the 2023 series at least. But I mean, maybe this is a stretch. At the same time though, I feel as though recent events, which by that I mean that book coming out in the first half of 2023 and the description for it, a lot of people have already speculated to be centered around Nadkhans and his return because some of the wording matched that. You know, that's one big hint that can back this up, and these two coincide perfectly and hint towards Nadkhans' return. And even on top of that, we've got the Teapot hints that have been happening throughout all of the Wildbrain seasons that could also back this up. So I don't know, it's very, very interesting to say the least, and I think it's definitely very possible, you know, it does definitely make sense. At the same time though, the first option may still be a possibility, and maybe this is all just like a big troll of sorts to get our hopes up, but then it's just kind of a big joke and a big prank, if that makes any sense. And it was just a quote and a phrase he decided to use here to match the theme. So who knows, I think either of those options are perfectly viable, but again, it's something very interesting to discuss here today, because it's definitely hinting towards something, I'd say, but at the same time, there is also that other side to it that is suggesting maybe it just means nothing. But who knows, I guess only time will tell. With all of this being said, though, I leave it over to you now. Be sure to drop your thoughts down below on this in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on it, subscribe for more, and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to watch my new videos whenever I do post them. With all of this being said, I'll see you all soon for my next one. Goodbye.